Hello, comrades. We have a big bridge done, and I am Premier Rever, celebrating the almost opening of it. Except you have a hard time getting down off of this side of it, right? So we're not actually quite done, but I came back for a different reason. Let's put the HUD on here. So we are working on this bit, and we need bricks. And I noticed that we only had one truck here because I sent my other trucks all the way over here to take an excavator and a bulldozer into this little construction office area thing here, right? So just it was sort of, I didn't realize it only held four, but it looks like it only holds four different vehicles, and it's fine because now we should be able to do this little bit, right? Where we had come over here a few episodes ago and we didn't connect up our rail tunnel that comes out here. So let's see if we can't do a little bit of, let's get the wireframe on. Yeah, I want to sort of, yeah, I'm not sure what the best way to do this. Let's shrink it down. I want to get it to the height like this. What do you mean need a free? Are you kidding me? Is that not close enough? It's just on the other side of the hill, right? Now let's make sure I can do it. Yeah, it's just... are you kidding? So we can only go like... that far. Alright, that was it. Let's see. Yeah, I guess that's probably about right. Okay. Well, we now know. All right, let's turn off the wireframe. Let's come back into here. And that's open haul. Let's open this back up. And this. All right, and then we'll open these. And then I can kind of send them down here, but I think I have to pull another vehicle out, right? So this is... yeah, this guy can go... can't see. Yeah, this is sort of a problem with this cover, right? There we go. That guy can go there. Did that get in there? Yes. Yes. Okay. So we can, there's the open haul. Right. Yeah, there we go. All right. So now let's head back down to the other one. All right. So that didn't work. We're going to go to plan B, except I have no idea where I'm at right now. Right, this way. So what I need to do is see what we want to take out of here, because they all won't fit, right? I don't think we're going to need the roller for a while. I definitely kind of think we want the dump trucks and the mixers. I don't need two covered hauls. And as a matter of fact, if we're just going to be running one construction office for a minute here, I want to send this guy over to here. Let's close some stuff. All right, so now that should leave 4 spaces so that I can send these into here. All right, so we'll get our bulldozers back. Now we do have this one, but I'm thinking one of the things that I did, one of the few things I did, was I was just checking on things in general. One of the things I noticed is that we were kind of filling up with food. So I took all of the buses that are coming into here and I turned them down in their percentage. And I also sent a little bit less over to the alcohol from this one and a few more over into the food factory. So that, you know, just this guy's a little bit more able to keep up. But I'm thinking maybe what we can do is take the guy that we just had and have 2 of them, you know, at least for a little bit, running back and forth to here. So we should have food. We shouldn't be purchasing food if we look at our economy. Last month, Western countries, Soviet bloc import. Yeah, we do somewhere. So somewhere we're buying food, which is a distribution issue, right? So it could be that, like, that we're buying it here because the truck can't do the return trip fast enough. And I do wish it would be nice if there was a way to tell that. Some goods missing from the shop would be the electronics, which is fine. Okay, good. And Good. So how are we doing, just to show you guys on our loan? We're below $1 million owed, so we're just steady paying this off. So I did let a fair amount of time play between the episodes. You'll see we've gotten built up to here already with our railroad tracks. And I'm thinking I'm just going to let him go on this, though I may at some point here, maybe even right now, just while we're on camera, I want to come from, like, say here to there, right? And that just would be a construction kind of thing. But what that'll let me do is send these trains out both ways, right? So in other words, they can go in and out here and build on both of those tracks at once. But the only reason I'm not doing that now is because we're really struggling to keep up with the gravel for two of them. And yeah, I don't want to go and buy like a ton of trucks, at least until we're out of debt. I'm willing to be patient about it. And in the meantime, we have this guy and is working on that other piece of bridge. Some vehicles without fuel. Okay. You know, so we'll get this other piece of bridge done. Yeah, looks like we got some of the bricks on the go. Those other flatbed trucks will get down here to help haul bricks and steel. And so this really shouldn't take, relatively speaking, that long to get this done. And then we'll get this gravel road done. And in the meantime, we'll be plugging along with this and paying off the loan, right? So that's why I let some time go, because it's not that exciting. And, yeah, not that much happening. As far as our population, our population actually dipped down, didn't it? Yeah, and that's because we're just up against the plus 21s. I'm kind of okay with that at this point. We just don't need any more people. I don't want to buy like 72 more buses to try to make this more efficient. We're making money. We're paying the loan down. You know, we're doing fine. Like we don't have to be the greatest ever economic power ever. And one thing that I'm really wanting to do too, by the way, is get this thing built. So I'm kind of hoping, I did put another truck on bringing prefab panels down here. So hopefully we could get this built relatively quickly with the 2,200 tons of prefab panels that we're going to need for it. So let's see, how many do we have here now? 48. So we'll let that build up for a little while. But I did want to start working on this. But really, I think it would be more beneficial to get this one done. Yeah, just focus our extra efforts on that, right? And then that way we can get down into here, because it's going to take quite a while to build this town out. Like we're going to be having to haul everything from way over there all the way over to here, and then get people situated over here so that they can actually build things. So let's pick up where we left off in the last episode, which was designing some of this stuff, right? So we got to the point we have our train tracks coming over here. The trains could come into here. We will be able to get roads into here. It's just a matter of, let me build these first, because I don't want it to end up with being 72 different projects. So we will, lay these out and build certain ones first. And yeah, so then what we did was we put our trains in so that if you look, the trains can come in off of here. They can loop around into this way if they're going this way. They can also come back out of there, go to this. As far as this is a gravel drop-off. They can go right on around the gravel drop-off or drop their gravel and either head on their way, of course, or turn around and go back. So then the next thing that I would like to do is think about how we could get some bitumen over here, right? This is the concrete plant. Right, this is our asphalt plant. We've got the gravel will feed from there to there to there. We could put up a new conveyor. I'm also refreshing my own brain on all of this. Right, there we go. So we can put up a conveyor between there and there. So that'll get gravel into here. And then, yeah, let's go over to, oil and bitumen offloading, right? So I think we could probably do two things here. At some point, I haven't really dealt with this over there in our other depot, but we're going to be making fuel. So we do also want the possibility of getting fuel. Now this road, could could really go like that, right? But I want this to be able to go in and out. Yeah, would we have a lot of trucks in and out of here? No, not necessarily. Yeah, I'm just looking to think, well, we'd probably do it this way, right? With it where we can bring those pipes back over. I mean, we would have a couple trucks in and out of here, so I would leave it a little bit. I just worried about, being too close to those railroad tracks. But if we came here, and I could probably, let's get rid of this bit of road real quick. All right, and then you just, let's make you look a little bit nice. Not like that. Let's bring that. Right, that looks a lot nicer. All right, so now we can have a train that comes off of this track. All right, leave it a nice running, because these trains are unlike the gravel trains, these are particularly long. Right? Yeah, how are we getting up into the hill there? No, not really. All right, it's really not the greatest angle there, is it? All right, let's. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, you're self-canceling yourself. Let's. Right, make it a little bit parallel to the tracks anyway. Right, and then again, kind of a longish run in. Now, of course, we could always, if we're, this is. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get rid of. Sort of make this look nicer, and it's, I don't like when we end up with 72 projects. It does truly slow things down when you're manually constructing everything. Is it worth all this extra effort? I don't know. And I did get a comment like, you're not building, I don't know if it was why I got the comment, right? Like sometimes I don't know exactly the reason someone's commenting on something. Course, and I put in all of my tracks not electrified because it takes a lot longer, because every time they get to one of these different things, they turn around and go resupply themselves. So in other words, if they're switching from electrical, like they finish this whole piece of track, well, if you just send them out to build track and not the electrical part of the track, then they just keep going from one section to the next, and you're pretty good to go. Otherwise, they literally every single time they get to one of these. Yeah, and see how that's. Yeah, let's get rid of. Every time they get to one of those, they end up stopping, which is just as annoying as sin. All right, there should be plenty of run in even for that. Now, again, we'll have to keep in mind limited number of trains, but we can always double that up. So in other words, it's definitely faster to build all of the main lines and then come back and electrify them if you're going to do them manually, so to speak, construction office construction. Right? After we did such a nice job with this, we have to redo it. That's all right. All right, there we go. All right, so now, what did I put in here? Electrical connection. Not a bad idea, but not really what I wanted. As a matter of fact, I may even leave that there. Yeah, but that's really not a bad idea to have that. finish that. Yeah, you know, we'll put it. I'm going to put it right here. Right, because it's just not going to be a bad idea to have that. That is not what we needed, but no. Let's put in our actual thing we needed, which was an oil loading and unloading with it going this way. Right, there we go. So now let's put our road back in again. Yeah, now, you know, let's start from this side. Seems to make it look nicer. Yeah. Right, and then if that's there, yeah, let's go on this side of it. Oh, that's wrong. Right, and now we'll do electrical connection, because why not? It's just, sometimes it's never the way you want it to be, right? Yeah, let's get rid of... Yeah, I like that, because we're going to have to get electrical over this way anyhow, and just to make sure, you know, to have a few of those spread out. We'll have one, you know, one of these is going to be here, somewhere over here we have it, right? Yeah, right there. And then we'll have another one over here, right? So that's sort of going to spread out those electrical things a bit. And then eventually, we probably have another power plant someplace as we get more involved with all of this. But good. So now what that does for us is this is our asphalt here. Let's go over to like a fuel storage, right? So we're going to be coming in. So this would be for bitumen. Yeah, I think this would be good. And then what we're going to... 1, 2, 3. Always put your pipes in the air because it doesn't cost you any more, and then maybe you'll be able to get like footpaths and whatnot under them. And this 1, 2, 3. All right, so we can offload bitumen, and then what I would think. Yeah, it wouldn't hurt to offload fuel here, right? And fuel won't be polluting. Right, and we could even just have it fill up like one of these tanks and just have the trucks go right to it. 1, 2, 3. How close am I? Should work, right? Yep. All right, so we could offload fuel and bitumen here, fuel tank. Let's get some... Yeah, I don't want to bust these up. Let's just, I'd like to put like these in just so I kind of remember that we need to do something. Sometimes seeing that unfinished road's enough to remind me. All right, good. So there, that would be that and that. And so we would have asphalt. And again, I don't think we're going to actually have a cement. We'll just run a cement truck over here. No cement trains. It just doesn't, it's hard to justify a cement train. the whole cement plant is just way overkill. If there's a plant that needs to be a lot smaller, it could probably almost always be your cement plant, you know? And it's not really worth, I mean, you could export the stuff. It's not worthless, but it's just not overly worth stuff either. Okay, so now what do we want to do? Well, we want to stay away from the pollution and we want to start putting in our town. So let's go ahead and take a look at what kind of house we might want to start. Yeah, we already have a 21-story, and we could do little tiny, but we're going to need at least, like, say, 1,500 workers plus people for the town. So we're probably talking a town about 2,000. And I say that because our refinery up here would need, you know, about 1,500 if they were full shifted, you know, full. So I'm thinking the town could be, like, right over in this area, right? And then do we have any... Ooh, 15-story. Oh, yeah. I don't understand the blue and red with this mod. Like, why would we want blue and red and yellow? Is that like a Russian thing I'm not aware of? So it says People's Palace. Ooh, look at that. Wow. How many people are in this thing? Is that 600 or 840? I can't ever read that. I wish they would move that script back. I think it might be 840. What if we did 3 of these somehow? Like, we have an egg shape. We could do like a triangle shape. Is that something the Russians would have ever done? All right, like what if we did like this? Yeah, and then let me get a road. How much time? We have plenty of time. Yeah, we'll just do a gravel road for right now, right? And so what I want to do is, like from right about the middle, all right, it's 60 tons of gravel. Looks fair enough, right? And we'll go 60 tons of gravel this way. All right, and then, no. Oh, yeah, you know what I need to do? Yeah, and then we're going to... Yeah, that's sort of... that's about 60 tons of gravel, right? Where that tree was, right there. 60 tons of gravel. All right, so let's get rid of this road for now. Is that too big? Yeah, that's kind of too big, isn't it? Let's say from like there to there. How many tons of gravel? Let's... You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to commit to these roads. All right, and then I'm going to go from here to here, 74 tons of gravel. All right, and if I went 74 tons of gravel, come off. All right, and how much is that? 65. Does that look not straight? Yeah, I guess this could come back a little bit, right? So it was like right there. So let's do, like, when I say come back, I mean over this way. A little bit more. It doesn't have to be perfect. Right? What did I say? 74 tons of gravel, 50. No. Oh, here, yeah, that might work. Yeah, no, that's... 69. I don't know, but that looks kind of more even, right? Yeah, so let's go ahead back to our People's Palace Flats, right? Yeah, we're gonna turn that this way. All right, let's turn it this way so we can kind of put it more or less in the middle. Yeah, it doesn't seem like... All right, and we'll do another one. more or less here. All right, does that look pretty reasonable? Triangle Town. All right, so let's come back over to the roads. And how are we doing? We seem to be right. Like, would we have? Yeah, let's get rid of all of that mess. Now, having done that, yeah, well, then we have to get, we have to get workers to the rail, right? Yeah, so let's start doing the rail. I don't think we're going to get all this done, and I do want to take the last few minutes of the episode and sort of check. You know, if we had a station here and then maybe one over here, right? Because we could maybe expand this. If it's, this should be all the people we need, though. Right? And I don't know that we really need a big station. How many workers? 1,500 passengers. We don't need that. Yeah, I wonder if we just, for symmetry's sake, we could do like this. Right? Like put... Not that we need symmetry that much, but we put a... Yeah, this would be here. This one would be here. Yeah, and that one's there. There you go. All right, so let's see what it looks like when we... Yeah, let's go out a little bit. All right, and this one can come straight to like there, and then a little too far. Right, and then this. Yeah, that, I mean, it's not perfect as far as the track goes, but I'm sort of liking it, you know, like Triangle Town here. That's pretty cool. All right, so now, well, let's come back in the next episode and we can finish up, have some more fun with this. Right, obviously we'll take our roads maybe off of this way. Here, let's just see. What I'm not liking is, you know, like I would sort of want the road to come like that way, right? That's sort of why I was trying to do the railroad tracks. This railroad track, well, we could change it. Right? See how the rail, like, but this one doesn't quite, but that's all right because it's coming in and out of there. What happened there? Last chance to buy. What else has been going on? Fire extinguished. Oh, that's the one that I told you I would tell you about. Yeah, by the way, that didn't burn down, which we didn't think it would, right? Yeah, there's a bunch of, another fire extinguished. Okay, that was the one. Last chance to buy. What else is going on? Nothing. Oop, save. Yeah, it's a shame about that crash and burn. That was... Building is on fire. Let's... Oh, power transformer. Okay, there we go. Good. Look, we've, you know, this whole time, and it hasn't been that much time, but we still have money, right? So we've got now a new oil drop-off, bitumen drop-off. We've got the start of Triangle Town. I like it a lot. It's fun to be creative, I guess. I have to admit. All right, so let's see. What are we doing? Yeah, we're still building on this. Is there a particular reason? What are we doing? We're putting down the asphalt. Good. And then we'll have to roller it. So when we come back in the next episode, we'll probably be that. And I'll probably let some time pass again. Just if I don't let it pass till we get the, like, because, you know, it's going to take a long time to build even this bridge. Maybe not quite as long as it took that one. It's going to take quite a while to get this railroad tracks done. Now, are we doing okay, or did we stop or something? Or no, we're plugging away. Missing boards. Why? Oh, there we go. So you guys were talking about. Very good. But see, this is the thing. That's one. It's good to do that, right? So let's destroy that. So was it in this neighborhood? I decided to do. Destroy that. Yep, destroy that. Alright, probably should start putting some of this back. Alright, can this reattach? Let's get this reattached. And by the way, if that was where you guys thought, I would have had never guessed from the descriptions that this is where you were seeing those boards, or the wrong kind of track, right? Yeah, looks like I got it back again. Yeah, and I don't know. It's just very difficult to try to find those things without an exact location. And I know because I've had it happen before. It's not new to me doing that. Right, I think we're all attached pretty well. All right, good. So that's replaced. Let's go up here and commit to that. All right, and we could probably set them. How are we doing on? Yeah, we got a little bit of gravel, not that much. Let's just keep them plugging away on the one for now. All right, get them up there, get that done, get in here, start getting that constructed, and then we'll worry about whether we get two of them. I don't think it'll take them that long to construct this stuff. All right, so how are we doing with everything? You know, our food thing that yeah, good. Look, that's not filling up. And there's trucks sitting here waiting. Good, because that means I'm not sending too many people over here. And other than that, means just like everybody is going over to here. Do we have? Yeah, we don't. Well, we're a little backed up on clothes. Let's see how we make up with that, right? So we do have this truck. Yeah, what do you? You know what? We'll start this guy because that's a truck leaving right this minute. Right, might as well just export a little bit more clothes if we can. Good, because we're getting down to 38,000. But that's good. So how are we doing on these? Yeah, we got a lot of crops to use. That's all right. Well, once we get this built, we're probably, we're not even full on citizens here. I didn't move anybody over. They shouldn't have plus 20. Well, they do have them here. I could just take a few people from there and move them into there. We're doing okay with the school still. Yeah. Good. Hospital's happy. Yeah, so I think we're in pretty good shape. You know, get the bridges built, get this railroad going. And yeah, it's just sort of a slow time in our country, but I'm okay with that because let's take one last look at our loan down to 800. So we're, hopefully when we come back, I don't know what will draw me back, right? Like as far as I usually like some event, like getting this bridge finished or working on a construction office someplace or some kind of event. But I'll start working on this bridge and this road. And I will come back if we've paid off the loan almost, or, if something else exciting happens. All right, guys. Well, thank you for all your comments and likes and subscriptions. I definitely appreciate them and all your support in general for this channel. It's been a lot of fun over the last year. It's been over a year now. I've been playing Workers and Resources, and you guys have been watching. So there we go. Good. Look, we're back up to 67,000. All right. Well, hopefully we get our loan paid off and we'll be even in better shape next time. All right. Have a good day. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.